Hello once again. This is Tapubu, and this is my Sejuani guide. I'm not sure what they're saying on my music I'm playing. Anyway, I really like Sejuani a lot. So, I decided I better do a video guide, and hopefully soon I will also have a written guide. Anyway, what I like most about Sejuani, it's very hard to say, is the fact that she can slow everyone all the time. It's just so OP and wonderful. So, anyway, her skills. Her Northern Winds is what you want to max first. It's just a wonderful skill, only 40 mana. You'll always be able to cast Northern Winds. You always want to have it up in a fight, just because it's a 5-second skill, and it does constant damage. Plus, it does a lot of extra damage based on your maximum health. And if you count it over 5 seconds, that's like, right now it's 5%, it goes up to 10%. So, her Arctic Assault is what you want to get at level 2. Oh yeah, Roomy Stove recognizes my guide. So here's a shout out to Roomy Stove, he's a very good Karthus. Anyway, Arctic Assault, you just kind of launch forward in a straight direction until you hit a champion. And this can be used on minions, it won't stop you, so be careful not to rocket through a wall, because it can happen. It's very nice because it adds frost to everyone, because then you can add permafrost, and everyone gets super slow. So it's just, her abilities just all go together. Like W does extra damage if they're frosted. So I really like her passive, basically. Anyway, permafrost, you want to get that at level 4. That is your ganking tool that will cause someone to use a flash. It's, let's see, at level 1, 30-second reduction, it goes up really high. So, I mean, they didn't want to make it like, initial Nunu at level 1, where, he was just crazy at level 1 and could gank everything. Watch this golem, it's ridiculous. Like, yeah, apparently all the bugs have not been sorted out, and it resets. Like, it was the best leash ever, and then, oh shit, it reset. Like, I don't even know. So, yeah, these guys are very nice and decided to help me out. I didn't want to have to use a potion here, but I did. Anyway. Note that bottom lane took my, golems, which is fine. And, anyway, her ultimate. Her ultimate is just crazy beyond belief. Like, it's just beautiful. You can basically stun everyone. Look at that. See, I go right through the wall with my Q, and I love wall hack champions. Like, it's a very smooth wall hack, too. And I do a lot of testing it in this game, because it's only my second game. Oh, see that Lee Sin there? And he knows that Lee Sin... Oh, I guess he already attacked. Yeah, I'm queued up with Nidalee, so I knew what was happening. There's Lee, and he's going to gank mid soon, too. And Lee Sin can be one of the scariest enemy junglers, because if he does get off those early crazy ganks, he's really hard to shut down. I played a game with Udra the other day. I should probably upload that against a really crazy Lee. I need to start uploading my losses, too, so you know that I don't win everything. I just try to upload the win games because they're usually the best examples of what to do. But, we'll see. Oh, there comes the gank mid. Yeah, this Karthus stays alive. It's wonderful. And so see, right now I'm really low after doing that, so I come back and do Wraiths instead of going to my Golems, because that would get me low. And then see, I notice Lee Sin's coming down here, and so I'm like, instead of doing my Golems, I want to go down there. So that's counter ganking. When you see someone coming in, and then you go around and screw them up. Like, see that gank, who knows what would happen. They might kill Alistar, but then I come in. And all of a sudden, it's a much different game here. Like, that Lee Sin, gone. That Lee would have gotten a first blood on Ali easy, but I got it because I saw him coming and counter-ganked. So she's really good. Like, if you get in there and counter-gank, you slow them the heck down, everyone dies. It's wonderful. And so yes, it's a normal, so like ridiculous, weird, messed up lanes. So it's not the best example of good gameplay, but I mean, it's... I'll make another one later, but for now this is what you get. So, yeah, you may have noticed that I'm playing Final Fantasy X music in the background. I'm gonna try and use different music every time I make a video guide. Yeah, and whenever you can use that, practice it just so you get a feel of where you can go through a wall and where you can't go through a wall, because you'll be surprised what you can get through. And there's Lee. Yeah. Notice I wasn't anywhere near, so I just kind of pinged him. And so, thankfully, they were going back anyway, so... Oh, yeah, this is when I decide I want to take his blue buff. And it's a very bad plan. Because look where Alistar is, look where Sivir is. Very bad plan. And so... I almost get my team into a whole lot of trouble here. Because, see, they're coming now. And see, now we just got Alistar. If Sivir were here, we would have gotten a double, maybe triple kill. But look at this escape. Look at this escape. Beautiful. See, it's not just like Freak isn't doing these ridiculous things against bots. Like, you can actually escape like that. If you watch the Sejuani video, he does this ridiculous flash escape thing that's kind of like that. So, it's actually, it can happen. And, like, I'm completely amazed that only one person died here. Like, this is the fight that just never ends, but really needs to. So, like, when I got out of there, that was everyone else's cue to get out. But, yeah, I'm just happy that only one person died, because that could have been the game right there. Well, not really, because they didn't have a, what is it, AD carry. Yeah, of course it's lane till 6, we would have gotten like 3 kills there. And here's, Sivir might die. Yeah, crazy tower dive. What the... Ah, look at that! Oh, P. Yeah, and in case you're wondering, Sivir is like the best AD carry right now, and she's only 450 IP, so get her. If you haven't tried Sivir yet, she's a very fun champion to play. Especially if you get good with a shield, you can basically juke everybody all the time and get free mana potions. Like, someone locks in Caitlyn, go Sivir, step on all the traps. It's wonderful. And this is when the golem is deciding to be really stupid again. And I was stupid, I should have stayed in the bush, but I was afraid I'd kill it. And so then, oh, he resets all the way again. It's so stupid. Like, thank you, Riot, for not exactly resetting. Yeah, they're supposed to target the next person that's attacking them, but this golem did not want to do that. Oh, and here comes Annie top. We did not call the Annie MIA because we were so annoyed with the frickin' golem. And so... that was unfortunate. But that's what you want to do when you're mid. Like, if Karthus is obviously taking blue, instead of trying to gank him at the blue and ending up almost killing your team, go gank another lane. Where am I? Oh, I see. I'm down here. Yeah, this is the bush gank I'm talking about. See, I came up through the back here, and they don't realize I'm here. I'm not sure if they have a ward here because they just are not coming up, but they're just, you know, they realize they're in a losing situation, so it's understandable. So right as I'm about to go back, then something finally happens. When here I have my ult. So now... Oh, there's the ward. I think there might... Oh no. Yeah, this might be the one time I die. Oh, I die twice actually. See, that was a very stupid decision on my part. Because, yeah, Lee was nearby and he counter-ganked me hardcore.
An enemy has been slain.
Enemy gets slain? What? Oh, Leona got killed. And then Jarvan almost did, so now we get a tower. So it turned out to be not so bad after all, because Lee Sin didn't pressure them away. Like, there's no reason they should have died there. And this is the appropriate song for Lady Riding a Boar. Yes. Look at her be awesome. Perfect boar riding song.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, and meanwhile, Nidalee is owning up here.
Destroyed a turret.
Oh, and as for the build for Sejuani, I didn't go over that. Like I do for every other jungle champion, I really enjoy the Philosopher's Stone Heart of Gold build into... Whoa.
Has been slain.
The Philosopher's Stone Heart of Gold building into Shirelia's Randuin's. And this all... What the hell is he thinking? Like, notice how little I survived by here. That's pretty cool. Anyway, her items. I'll get to it eventually. You want hit points on her because of this. This is just wonderful. Like, I have 1.75% of maximum health right now. Plus, and it's times 5, you know, because it's 5 seconds. So it's just a wonderful skill. And so you want lots of health. So Shirelia's Randuin's gives her a lot of health. She'll have around 2,500 maybe. Then get a Frozen Mallet and you'll have around 3,000. And you'll never die. Like, once you have Shirelia's Randuin's Frozen Mallet, you're never gonna die. And Frozen Mallet just compounds the cold, like, so much, like, no one's gonna ever escape you. So you're gonna have slow on everything you do. And this 10% suddenly becomes a lot more effective with Frozen Mallet. I don't exactly know the stats on Frozen Mallet. It gives 40% slow, plus this, I think it's maybe some sort of weird multiplication thing, so it might be around 45% or so. But I mean, it's still something. It's a lot better than your normal Frost. And so, suddenly that plus Permafrost is just insane, as Alistar laughs menacingly as Ramstein plays. Ooh, that shield juke, look at that. I actually played a game with this, with like the worst Sivir in the world just previous to this, and she would actually say "dat shield" every time she blocked something. And this is after she ended up going like 0-3 in the lane, and whining at me for being a bad jungler. Anyway, worst Karthus ult ever. Unfortunately, he decided to initiate with ult, and he did get something in the bottom, but unfortunately, because he failed to initiate on the Annie, it didn't work out at all for him, and he's going to end up dying right here. So you don't want to initiate with a Karthus ult. But aside from that, he's a very good player. It's just that one decision. Look at how fast that camp did. Look at that. Look at that. Like, that's just amazing. Look, okay, I have plus 23 right now, and the regular damage is 36. So I've almost doubled its damage in over 5 seconds. That's really high. You know, 250-ish damage. Maybe more than that, probably. You math people probably get it. And so, it's very good. And yeah, Karthus did get a Jarvan kill, so I'm not going to be upset with him. And now I want to get him blue. Like, giving Karthus blue is the most trolly, wonderful thing you can ever do. And yeah, at this point, whoever wants my stuff can have it. Like, I like red buff a lot, but Sivir, that would be her only form of CC. So notice I'm not going to cast this Northern Winds again, because that would be... I get the buff. And there goes another Lee Sin gank top. You can't gank Nidalee past 6. You just can't. Skarner sometimes can because of his ult, but that's about it. I am very sad at the death of Skarner as OP now, by the way, because that's like... Skarner was my introduction to making these guides, because I was very good at Skarner at a time when people didn't understand how to play him. And then, of course, by the time people understood how to play him, he was so OP, it was just insane, and so he had to get nerfed. But now that he's closer to what he was when he was released, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to play him that much, though, because of the mana issue. But Sejuani is the future, and I'm going to hopefully write a guide and get very good at her before she gets nerfed. Yeah. Here comes those epic Jarvan ults again, like... And look at this. Like, I had to throw my ult right there because that prevented Sivir from dying. So, I mean, her ult is a very long cooldown, and it needs to be a very long cooldown, because it's so stinking OP. But that's why you want CDR on her. Like, Shirelia's Randuin's gives her so much CDR, and that's exactly... Oh, I didn't go back, Sivir did. And that's exactly what she needs to be OP. So, if you get Shirelia's Randuin's on her, you got it made right there. And here comes another attempt to gank this ridiculous Annie that just can't seem to die. But we're gonna get her this time. This Annie is so dead. Wait, no she isn't! Oh! That sucks. And there comes Lee Sin way too late. And notice how he doesn't really have any items, and he doesn't have any gold per 10, so I am infinitely ahead of him, and he's never going to catch up unless he gets like a million ganks, which he can't get because he's so behind. So that's why I do not like playing champions that have to have the wriggles. Because if you don't get ahead, you're behind. You know, Maokai and Sejuani and Skarner and Udyr, all those guys that don't need wriggles, they have the immediate and extensive advantage because they can just snowball out of control with their gold pretends. Where Lee Sin is still... Like, if he'd gotten his ganks, we would probably be dealing with a very dangerous Lee Sin right now. But because he didn't, he's useless. So, yeah. That's why it's dangerous to play champions that need wriggles, and that's why I tend to rate them a little bit lower than others. Yeah, and this... I'm not sure how I feel about this Karthus build. He probably should have gone Catalyst first, because he needs hit points a lot. And I mean, you want to die with Karthus, but at the same time, it's nice to stay alive for a while before you die too. So, yeah. But I don't know anything about AP, so I shouldn't really be talking about that. I got Shirelia's now. I've got Mercury's Treads, because these guys stuns just in case they get OP. And watch this. This is so funny. This is so funny. I didn't really have to throw my ult there, but I really like throwing my ult. And so now we get a double kill because I ran through the dragon. She's like Tryndamere on steroids, I guess, with the whole bouncing through walls. Yeah, I love it. And now we get a free dragon. It's delightful. What does Permafrost do now? 50%. See, this is just level 3, so I guess it's 10% per level. So that'll end at 70%? Like, that's insane. I'm pretty sure that's higher than Nunu Slow. I could be wrong, Don't quote me on that. But I think it's higher than Nunu Slow. Okay, and now this Annie is not getting away because she does not have her tower to hide under. And, like, notice how she was slow through that entire fight. There's no escaping this beast. It's really... Who's talking to me on Skype, really? I should always log out of that before I do this, but... Okay. And look at how fast she does the Wraith Camp. Like, that's so trolly. You can just, like, while he's doing Wraith Camp, you can run in there, cast your skills, and go back over the wall. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's delightful. And here's my one gank attempt on Kennen. Nidalee told me at the start of the game, do not gank Kennen. You can't do it. And so she was content to be by herself. And here, look at how slow he is now, and we're gonna tower dive this crap. Easy. He does ult. And he's gone. I would have died too, but he ignited the wrong person. And here I'm level 11. Hopefully this lowers the cooldown. Yeah, well, actually I don't know if it does or not. I'm sure I'll find out in my guide. This is how little I know about Sejuani. Like, I'm very new to her, but I already realized she is so OP. Because perma slow plus, you know, you have to have tankiness. It's a necessity. And so, as a tank, she's just going to be wonderful because of this. Like, constant damage. This, amazing slow. You do this, then you do this, and they're all slowed. Q then E, slowed. Then when they flash away, R, and they're gone. And it's very easy to predict the R, because they're already super slow. So, you don't want to throw the R to initiate, you want to get in there to initiate. And then when they're all running away or attacking you, then you throw the R when they're all clumped up on you, and it just explodes all over them, and they are frozen. And that's all you need. So, yeah, I get to have a blue buff because Karthus took theirs. And you don't need blue buff on Sejuani at all. You really don't. If you level this first, you do need blue, but if you level this first, you're better off playing RuneScape. And so, yeah, look at that. I know I threw my ult, which I probably shouldn't have, because I knew he was going to go over the wall, but at the same time, my ult gets up faster than his flash, so I'm happy. And it's only 84 seconds now. Does this give cooldown? I'm not sure. No, I have blue, that's why. Duh. And I go back over the wall, and it's just so fun to wall juke and stuff, and he has to kick me away. Now his ult's down, his flash is down, and my Karthus is down. Ugh. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this guy or not, nah.
An enemy has been slain.
But it's alright. And here goes another race. Look at how fast this is. It's just crazy, isn't it? I didn't use my Q, that's why it took longer. If I rushed in and then used E, they'd all be dead immediately. Here comes Lee Sin, so once again I'm counter-ganking. You see Lee Sin coming, and you counter-gank. And I totally screw up my Q here, or we would have killed them all. Like, all of them. But it's my first time, give me a break. Anyway, so instead I just go for Leona because she's the easiest. Oh, and then Karthus comes in, yay! I didn't know he had teleport. Does he? He does! Oh, that's delightful. And so, with that teleport, we get him. And so for that reason, teleport's probably better on Karthus. I don't know. Because he can get in the fight. And Karthus is good to have in a fight. Yeah, look at that. I KO'd with the ultimate. I threw it just for the hell of it, and I got a kill. Oh, that's so... You shouldn't do that, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, and... So now we're pushing up to the tower, and I can just run in there and fight Lee Sin. Because I do constant damage, and he picked the wrong boar lady to fight with. And so... yeah, this is Sejuani. Like her or dislike her? I like her a lot.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
And there goes my... Yeah, and look at this, like, they're all frozen now. And I pressed Aurelia's just in case anyone needed to chase. Oh, I see, it was so Sivir could get away. Or did Alistar? Oh, Alistar must have pressed it. No, I didn't. I don't even understand. That's not so smart. That's not so... Holy cow.
Enemy double kill.
I think we're getting to the point where I take my second death here. Maybe... I gotta ram back in there. Yeah, get him, get him, get him! Nope. But now that Lee's alive... Nope, I'm getting the hell out of there. And you can go over this wall, by the way. So consider if she has flash, but I guess she doesn't.
Ally has been slain.
Yeah, this kind of isn't bad, I guess. It's just Nidalee walks all over him, because she can just jump in at him anytime she wants and not use any mana. So yeah, here's the victory tune, haha. And so now, I could have bought a Wit's End there, and I know that's on my holy trinity of jungler items, but I would much rather get a Randuin's and more health. Because health is going to help me a lot more than attack speed. Because she's not an attack speed champion. You just have to attack them once, and you're fine. So, I'm okay with this. And now look at this. This does plus 55 damage. Like, that's crazy. You know, it does like 500 damage. Not quite 500 over the course of 5 seconds. So, I mean, look at this damage rack up. This is mostly me right here. And it's mostly my W. Like, that is a wonderful ability. And so, there's another dragon. It's 23-12 right now, because it's a normal. What do you expect? See, now I throw my spear, get them all once Alistar knocks them up, and then boom, they are frozen for the duration of the fight. Oh, kick me around if you want. And there Karthus dies, but then look at him, he's trapped in his ult. Oh, it's beautiful. So, yeah.
Enemy has been slain. Double kill.
And so there goes another tower. Yeah, that was an amazing team fight. It really was. Like, did we get an ace? Or did we not quite an ace, but still very nice. Yeah, the ice chick, very cool. And I know you female gamers won't like me calling her the ice chick. Sorry about that.
Your team has destroyed
Greedy cow disease. That's hilarious. But the greedy cow disease worked out, so... Look at my health go back, like, that's the power of Shirelia's 30 health regen, very cool. Oh, and here's the fight that shouldn't have happened. And this is my second death. Sad day. And I forgot that I had Shirelias and Randuins. Don't get them if you're not going to press the button, kids. And that applies to me too. Because half their worth is in the button. If you press it at the right time, you're going to survive anything. Now I almost have Frozen Mallet, which is just the best item for her. Yeah, this Karthus is cool. I like him. I don't approve of his items at all, but I like him. Yeah, and if he's watching this, build more HP, please. But, no, for having that little HP, he's being very effective. And here's the Baron that they're trying to do. And I can't see the hit points on it, but it's getting low. I know that much. Here comes Ice Lady. And there she runs into a tree. I should also tell you, when you're team fighting, although it's nice to, like, you know, CC everybody, you also want to focus on one target. Like, you won't be able to keep everyone CC through the duration of the fight. You want to focus on somebody you can kill. Like this Annie, I would want to stun her. Or, you know, anyone that you're definitely going to be able to kill, you just want to focus everything on them so they cannot get away. Like, make them run, and then don't let them run. It's wonderful. Okay, that is my Sejuani guide, and I'll have a guide up soon too. Thank you for watching.